higher with in trading early on. Well, it's Monday in feedlot country. That means show list distribution and inventory taking will take up most of the day. It'll likely be tomorrow before we see any kind of bids. Last week's cattle trade was really lower, actually trading lower and lower as the week progressed. ETN reported cattle 16,913 head at $4. Wholesale box beef prices lower. Choice 5 cents. Select boxes a nickel week. And at the Merc trading 47 to $1.27 higher. August contracts expire today. Front month feeder cattle futures 42 to 77 cents higher. That'll do it. Have a great rest of this Monday. Back with you in the morning with the Lone Star Farm and Ranch Report. Chuck Martin, TSN.
Cattle parasites don't break for summer, so your fight against them shouldn't either. With Safeguard feed formulations, keeping up that fight is easier than ever. Available in blocks, cubes, pellets, or free choice mineral, Safeguard feed formulations are the convenient, labor-saving way to deworm cattle on grass. Simply add it to your current feed and mineral program. No processing, no shoot, no added stress. And you can be confident cattle are getting the proper dose. Fenbendazole, the active ingredient in Safeguard, stays in the parasite. So even cattle that eat small amounts of Safeguard over a few feedings, internal parasites. You know the ones: brown stomach worm, Cuperia, and Nematodiris, to name a few. Remember to consult your veterinarian for assistance in the diagnosis, treatment, and control of parasitism. Then visit SafeguardWorks.com and see how Safeguard from Merck Animal Health can help protect your cattle from monstrous parasites all.
KCYL Radio 1450 AM, serving Lampasas County for over 64 years and still looking for ways to do it better.
Think fast. In the short time it takes to listen to this message, a small flame can turn into a big fire. Several minutes more, and thick, poisonous smoke may have filled your lungs and reduced your ability to respond. Give it 5, and your entire home may be filled with flames.
Keep breathing, we got you.
Don't let your world go up in smoke. Have working smoke alarms and always stay in the kitchen when cooking. Learn more at FEMA.gov, because fire is everyone's fight.
My son Aiden has asthma. Secondhand smoke has triggered his asthma so badly, he ended up in the emergency room and spent multiple nights in intensive care. Now he's on a whole bunch of medications. My tip to you is, don't be shy about telling people not to smoke around your kids.
Half of U.S. kids are exposed to secondhand smoke. If you or someone you know wants help, call 1-800-QUIT-NOW. A message from the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services and CDC.
KCYL Radio 1450 AM, serving Lampasas County for over 64 years and still looking for ways to do it better.
A tipster admits to vote fraud. This is Dave Ross on the CBS News Radio Network, presented by Capital One Bank. The latest story warning us of vote fraud was in the New York Post last week. It quoted someone the paper described as a top Democratic operative, remaining anonymous, of course, who specialized in rigging elections in New Jersey. For example, he would send his henchmen house to house, offering to mail voters' ballots for them as a public service. The crooks would then steam open the return envelopes, stick in a phony ballot, reseal the envelope, and mail it. Now, even if the guys somehow managed to get the special paper that ballots are printed on, this strikes me as a fairly labor-intensive way to steal an election. But there's more. He said you could get postal employees to card ballots from known Republican districts, and you could also bribe nurses at assisted living centers to guide the hands of the residents in filling out their ballots. He said that method was used in the 2007 school board race in New Jersey. Well, America, if this is how vote fraud works, I think we can stop it and save the republic. The third, offering to mail your ballot for you into your home and lock him in a closet before he can get to the post office in the nursing home. Dave Ross on the CBS News Radio Network.
Brought to you by Capital One. Capital One's banking app lets you manage your money anytime, anywhere. This is banking reimagined. What's in your wallet? Capital One N.A. Here's your Jill on Money financial fallout question of the day.
Mary from Seattle asks, I'm 66 and owe $90,000 on my mortgage. If I pay it off, I'll have more than $1 million in my 401k and $40,000 in cash, using the cash from my savings. Your thoughts? I'm guessing at this point you're your mortgage and mainly paying the principal. So I don't actually have a problem with this. You still have plenty of liquidity given your overall asset level. I know not my usual answer when it comes to paying down the mortgage, but in this case, I think it works.
Have a question? Go to JillOnMoney.com to send an email. When you need your bank, DIC.
Think fast. In less than 30 seconds, a small flame can become a big fire. Don't let your world go up in smoke. Have working smoke alarms and always stay in the kitchen when cooking at high temperatures. Learn more at usfa.fema.gov because fire is everyone's fight.
Excuse me, can I get a radiogram, please? My mom wants to go garage sailing. Yeah, let me just. Now I'm seeing anybody selling puppies. I love puppies. Okay, sure. My dad is looking to see if anybody's selling a lawnmower. Our grass is like a jungle now. Okay, I'll go and I hope you have them. They are everywhere, you know. Gas stations, hotels, stores, and restaurants. Of course the radiogram is everywhere. It's our town on paper, keeping everyone updated on upcoming events, local news, sports, and the classifieds. Yeah, I know. Birthdays, buying and selling. Hey, can I sell my big sister's boyfriend? I think she really needs a new one. Well, I guess it doesn't hurt to try. So ask them at 505 North Keith. Here's your radiogram. Thank you.
On newscast service. 500 block of South Walnut, the 1300 block of East Central Texas Expressway, the 1300 block of Taylor, and then the 1500 block of South Key. Dispatchers had them go out on a protective order violation in the 200 block of East 2nd, and a criminal mischief call came in from the 1600 block of South Key. A few loud music complaints were called in, the 600 block of South Spring, the 1200 block of Old Covenant, and in the 200 block of East Vine late last night. 18-year-old Jimmy Lee Wesson of Lampasas was arrested in the 100 block of West 3rd Street. Was arrested in the same charges. Valdez also had a Coryell County warrant for failure to appear on a credit card abuse charge. 21-year-old Carlton Hudson of Lampasas was arrested in the 200 block of East 2nd for violation of protective order and assault by contact and family violence. The county booked a 32-year-old Billy Joe Kirkham of Lampasas on a couple of probation violations. Other than an animal complaint, Lomita and Kipner were quiet. County deputies went out on a noise complaint and were sent out to Cove when alarm worked at that. cases before it. Michael Schoolcraft of Lampasas failed to appear on a DWI, third or more charge, and a warrant for his arrest was issued. Of the 19 cases presented, only 4 were settled, with David Kari of Lampasas having his charge reduced to an assault causing bodily injury and family violence. He was sentenced to 3 days in county jail, with 3 days credit plus a fine and court costs. Stephen Neal of Kempner pled guilty to an unauthorized use of vehicle charge and received 2 years probation and a $2,000 fine and cost. Moses Loya pleading guilty to a DWI, third or more, and was sentenced to 5 years TDCJ term, which was probated, and 10 days in county jail on a weekend commitment plus cost and fine. Austin Lively of San Saba pled guilty to manufacturing and delivering of possession of a controlled substance. He was given 6 years in the TDCJ system with credit for days served and court costs. The remainder of the cases were reset or had trials set for future dates. Lomita ISD will hold a special meeting tomorrow evening at 6:30. Get to a Cat 4 storm just before landfall. Westwood One's Pedram Guvari explains.
The system is expected to intensify to a Category 3. Are typically scales the damage as devastating, so we will be significant.
Westwood One's Pedram Havari. Once the storm makes landfall, it's forecasted to turn northeast and off east coast by Sunday, leaving us with only a 30 to 40% chance of showers at best. In sports, the Lady Badger volleyball team took on Florence last night on home court. The varsity continues to improve, winning it. Badger football JV team kicks off district play tomorrow when they hit the road to take on Brownwood. Tickets for that game can be bought at the gate. And
Excuse me, can I get a radiogram, please? My mom wants to go garage sailing. Yeah, let me just. And I want to see if anybody's selling puppies. I love puppies. Okay, sure. My dad is looking to see if anybody's selling a lawnmower. Our grass is like a jungle now.